Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? In this video, we reveal the top rare coins that are worth thousands, even millions, of dollars in today's market. From rare mint errors to limited edition quarters, pennies, and nickels, these coins could change your financial future overnight. Have you ever held something in your hand so ordinary, yet so powerful, that it could change your entire life? Imagine flipping a simple 2001 Rhode Island quarter and realizing it's worth nearly $1 million. Yes, a coin you might have spent on a cup of coffee could actually be your ticket to wealth and freedom. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover America's hidden treasures, the coins resting quietly in drawers, jars, and wallets that could be worth millions. Today, we're talking about one of the most exciting discoveries in modern coin collecting, the 2001 Rhode Island quarter dollar, a coin that's taken the numismatic world by storm, now valued at an astonishing $983,000. But before you rush to your coin collection, let me ask you this. What if I told you that the difference between a regular 25-cent coin and $1 million treasure comes down to one tiny detail most people never even notice? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to recognize this life-changing coin and why collectors across the US are scrambling to find it right now. The Rhode Island quarter was released in 2001 as part of the famous 50-state quarters program, a celebration of American heritage, artistry, and history. Millions were minted, but only a handful came out of the Philadelphia Mint with rare features so unique, so mesmerizing, that they turned this small piece of metal into a symbol of rarity and wealth. Picture this: a sleek sailboat gliding across Narragansett Bay, the Pell Bridge stretching majestically in the background, and then, upon closer look, a subtle misalignment, a doubling, or a pristine mirror finish only visible under certain light. These tiny imperfections, known as minting errors, are what transform an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Now, here's where things get thrilling. The coin market has exploded in the past few years. Demand for rare quarters like this has skyrocketed as collectors, investors, and even luxury buyers hunt for tangible assets that appreciate over time. Some call it a coin gold rush, others call it smart investing. Whatever you call it, one thing is certain: the 2001 Rhode Island quarter has become one of the most sought-after coins in the United States, and just think, there could be one sitting in your house right now. What's that sound? Oh, that's just your heart racing a little faster. Don't worry, that's normal when you realize you might be holding $983,000 in the palm of your hand. But wait, what makes this coin so special? Why this one, out of billions of state quarters? That's what most people get wrong, and that's exactly where your opportunity lies. Here's the truth that coin experts won't tell you: rarity alone doesn't make a coin valuable, condition and story do. The 2001 Rhode Island quarter's high value stems from its minting perfection, its preservation, and its historical resonance. Only a few coins survived in flawless condition, untouched by circulation, sealed away, and later discovered by sharp-eyed collectors who recognized what others overlooked. And here's where fear creeps in: thousands of people have spent these quarters without ever knowing what they had. Imagine tossing a $983,000 coin into a vending machine. Painful, right? That's why now, more than ever, you need to check your change, your jars, and those dusty coin rolls hidden in old drawers. Because with every passing day, more of these coins are lost, damaged, or melted down, and that means the few that remain are only becoming more valuable. But don't worry, there's still time. The demand is growing, and the market for these rare finds is hotter than ever. Collectors are offering life-changing sums for coins in top condition, especially with a sharp strike and the P-Mint mark glistening under light. And when your coin checks those boxes, well, you're not just holding a piece of metal, you're holding a legacy, a key to generational wealth. And speaking of legacy, did you know some lucky owners have turned these finds into full-time businesses? One coin changed their life, but the knowledge they gained built their future. The 2001 Rhode Island quarter isn't just a collector's item, it's a symbol of what happens when you see value where others see ordinary. So, the question is, what's sitting in your pocket right now? Could you be the next person to discover a hidden fortune? The next story that turns from pocket change to millionaire status. Go check your coins, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Because every moment you wait, someone else could find the treasure that was meant for you. If you believe that wealth favors the curious, then you're already halfway there. Stay tuned, because in our next video, we're revealing the top 3 rare quarters still circulating in the US today that could make you a millionaire overnight. Remember, opportunity doesn't knock twice. Sometimes, it jingles quietly in your pocket. Imagine holding a simple coin, something you've had tucked away in a jar, lying unnoticed in your drawer, or maybe jingling around in your car's cup holder. Now, imagine that very coin being worth nearly $1 million. Hard to believe, right? But it's true, the 2020 Salt River Bay quarter has shocked the coin collecting world with examples selling for up to $983,000. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $1 million, for a quarter that originally cost you just 25 cents. Before you dismiss this as just another coin story, let me tell you, the Salt River Bay quarter isn't just another coin. It's a masterpiece of history, rarity, and sheer luck that has transformed ordinary people into millionaires overnight. So, if you've ever dreamed of unlocking hidden wealth sitting right under your nose, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to identify the rare traits that make this coin so valuable, and how to take advantage of a market that's booming right now. And trust me, you don't want to be the one who realizes too late that you had a fortune hiding in your change. The Salt River Bay quarter, part of the America the Beautiful series, was minted in 2020 at the Philadelphia Mint. That's the P Mint mark. It features a breathtaking design showcasing the mangrove forests of the Virgin Islands, a symbol of renewal in life. But not every Salt River Bay quarter is equal. Some carry unique minting errors and pristine conditions that elevate their value from just cents to hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now, here's where it gets exciting and a little nerve-wracking. Most people have already spent theirs. Millions of Americans have let these quarters slip through their hands, unaware that one small detail could have changed their lives. But those who noticed early, who took the time to check, research, and preserve, are now sitting on assets worth more than luxury cars and homes, and that's where you come in. Because while many believe all valuable coins come from the past, like the old wheat pennies or silver quarters, the truth is, modern treasures are still being discovered. This coin proves it. Every day, collectors and investors are scouring rolls of quarters from banks, online auctions, and pocket change, hoping to spot one of these rare 2020 issues. Why? Because the demand is skyrocketing. Major collectors and private buyers are paying six figures for verified high-grade Salt River Bay quarters, especially those with die errors, mirror-like finishes, or proof-like strikes. The coin market is heating up, and those who act now could be part of a financial story that's rewriting what modern coin collecting means. Oh, and here's a fun thought: imagine explaining to your friends that your $1 million investment came from your spare change. They'd probably laugh until they see the appraisal report. So, how do you know if your Salt River Bay quarter could be worth a fortune? Look closely. The P Mint mark, found under the words "In God We Trust," is your first clue. Next, check for sharp details, deep luster, or small minting errors like doubled images, misstrikes, or unusual surface finishes. These subtle imperfections can make all the difference between a common coin and a life-changing discovery. And here's where it gets even more thrilling: the highest-graded coins, authenticated by experts like PCGS or NGC, are fetching up to $983,000 in recent private sales and high-end auctions. That's not just collector hype, that's a financial reality that's transforming everyday Americans into overnight success stories. And now, pause for a second and ask yourself, how many coins have you handled this week without looking twice? What if one of them held the key to your next big chapter, your chance to break free from financial limits and step into true abundance? Here's the truth: wealth doesn't always come from Wall Street, real estate, or gold. Sometimes, it hides in plain sight, in your pocket, waiting for you to recognize it. Don't let the opportunity pass. Because once these coins are found, authenticated, and sold, the window begins to close. The best time to act is now. Collectors are racing to secure the few remaining high-grade Salt River Bay quarters still in circulation. Check your change. Go through your coin rolls, your drawers, your forgotten jars. Look for that 2020 quarter with the P Mint mark and the iconic mangrove design. And if you find one, protect it. Have it appraised, graded, and listed before someone else beats you to it, because in this moment, you're not just searching for coins, you're searching for hidden wealth, for a chance to live the life you've always imagined. And remember, the people who change their lives aren't the ones who wait. They're the ones who recognize opportunity when it gleams right in front of them, and take action. So, are you ready to find your $1 million coin? Don't forget to subscribe, because in our next video, we'll reveal another modern US coin that's breaking records and making ordinary people extraordinarily wealthy. You don't want to miss it. Imagine this: you're sorting through loose change at the bottom of your kitchen drawer, when suddenly, you spot a quarter that looks just a little different. The shine, the mint mark, the subtle details. It's the 2015 Saratoga quarter, a coin so valuable that collectors are willing to pay nearly $1 million for a pristine version. Yes, you heard that right, $956,000 for a single quarter you might have spent on coffee, but before you roll your eyes thinking, how could a modern quarter be worth that much? Let me stop you right there. Because this isn't just about money. It's about opportunity. The kind of opportunity that turns ordinary Americans into accidental millionaires overnight. What if the next great fortune isn't in stocks or real estate, but right there in your coin jar? So, grab your magnifying glass, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot the rare Saratoga quarter that's changing lives across the country. The story of the 2015 Saratoga quarter begins in the heart of American history. Saratoga, a name that echoes the turning point of the Revolutionary War. The coin itself commemorates that decisive surrender of British General Burgoyne to American forces, a symbol of triumph, courage, and destiny. It's almost poetic that this same coin, minted centuries later, carries the spirit of victory and wealth. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. The Denver Mint, known for precision and power, produced millions of these quarters. But among them, a select few were struck with rare minting errors, ultra-high grades, and flawless finishes that skyrocketed their value into the stratosphere. Imagine a coin so rare, collectors are bidding against each other, pushing its market value close to $1 million. You might be thinking, how do I know if I've got the right one? Well, here's the clue that sends shivers down every collector's spine. Look closely at the details: the sword, the date, the D-mint mark. Under magnification, certain variations in strike quality and die errors are what make this coin a national treasure, and just when you think that's rare, here's the twist. Some Saratoga quarters found in circulation have been discovered to carry double die errors, microscopic misalignments that make them worth more than luxury cars, more than gold, even more than most people's homes. But wait, don't run to your coin jar just yet. Because the real magic of this story isn't only about finding a valuable coin. It's about recognizing that wealth doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes, it jingles quietly in your pocket, waiting for someone bold enough to notice. And yes, before you go flipping your couch cushions upside down, let's be honest. We've all ignored spare change at some point, right? Who would have thought the same coins we toss into vending machines might actually be worth more than the vending machine itself? Makes you wonder if we've been literally spending away our fortunes. Now that you understand the power of the 2015 Saratoga quarter, here's the truth: coins like these are in incredibly high demand right now. Auction houses are buzzing. Private collectors are hunting. Prices are climbing. And once the word gets out, scarcity will only fuel the frenzy. This is your moment, your chance to turn curiosity into capital. Take action today. Check your coin collections, your old rolls, even those jars collecting dust in your garage. Because history has a way of rewarding those who pay attention. And here's the ultimate cliffhanger: experts believe there are still undiscovered Saratoga quarters hiding in circulation, quietly waiting for someone who knows what to look for. That someone could be you. So the next time you hear the clink of loose change, don't ignore it. That sound might just be wealth calling your name out. If this story stirred something inside you, that spark of excitement, that urge to find your own piece of history, then stay tuned. Because in the world of rare coins, today's ordinary penny, nickel, or quarter could be tomorrow's $1 million miracle. Remember, fortune doesn't favor the lucky, it favors the curious. Subscribe now, because every week we uncover another hidden gem of American currency, coins worth thousands, even millions, sitting quietly in plain sight. Don't let opportunity pass you by. Your journey to wealth and legacy might just begin with a single quarter, the 2015 Saratoga quarter, a coin that proves that even the smallest things can hold unimaginable value. So tell me, what's in your pocket? Imagine this: you reach into your pocket, pull out a handful of change, and right there, among the dull clinks of ordinary coins, lies a single quarter, a 2016 Theodore Roosevelt quarter. Seems common, right? But what if I told you that this humble little coin, the same one you might have unknowingly spent on a cup of coffee, could actually be worth up to $977,000 in today's collector market? Sounds unbelievable. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why collectors are willing to pay life-changing money for a coin most Americans overlook. This isn't a fantasy. This is a reality that's turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. But only for those who know what to look for, and act before it's too late. Now, before you run to your coin jar, take a breath. Because we're about to uncover the incredible story behind one of America's most powerful coins, a coin that doesn't just carry monetary value, but the enduring spirit of a president who defined courage, legacy, and power, Theodore Roosevelt himself. The year was 2016. The U.S. Mint launched the Theodore Roosevelt Quarter as part of the America the Beautiful series, a coin meant to honor one of the most dynamic leaders in U.S. history. Roosevelt, the man who reshaped America's national identity, who stood for adventure, progress, and grit. It's poetic, really, that a coin bearing his name now symbolizes the same unshakable spirit of opportunity and wealth. But here's where it gets truly fascinating: not all 2016 P. Roosevelt quarters were created equal. Some rare varieties, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, display microscopic minting errors, misalignments, double dies, or surface distortions so small they go unnoticed by most. Yet, to collectors and numismatists, these imperfections are golden tickets. Think of it this way: just as Roosevelt sought the rare frontier of the American West, coin collectors are hunting their own modern frontier, rare coins like yours. The rarer the error, the higher the value. And today, the most coveted 2016 P. Theodore Roosevelt quarter, in pristine, uncirculated, error condition, has reached an astonishing market value of $977,000. Let that sink in, a quarter worth nearly $1 million. You might be thinking, come on, how does that happen? Well, it's all about scarcity, condition, and demand, the holy trinity of numismatic wealth. Here's something funny: people often say, money doesn't grow on trees. But if you've got the right coin, it might just sit in your drawer. And the market? It's boiling hot. Collectors and investors are in fierce competition, driving auction prices higher and higher. The demand isn't slowing, it's accelerating, as more people realize that these small pieces of history are finite. Once they're gone into private collections, that's it. Game over. So, what does this mean for you? It means that right now, yes, this very moment, you might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. Here's where the urgency kicks in. Every day, rare coins are unknowingly spent, lost, or melted down. That's money, real, tangible wealth vanishing forever. If you've ever had that thought, maybe I should check my coins someday, that someday is today. Pull out your jars, check your collections, search your drawers. Look for that 2016 Theodore Roosevelt quarter with a P mint mark and examine it carefully. If it's in uncirculated or mint state condition, or shows a unique error, it could be the ticket to your next chapter of financial freedom. And here's a thought to keep you inspired. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Far better it is to dare mighty things than to rank with those timid souls who neither enjoy much nor suffer much." He wasn't just talking about courage, he was talking about opportunity. Now, imagine how your life would change if you discovered that one coin, your coin, is worth close to $1 million. The vacations you've dreamed of, the home you've always wanted, the life of abundance you deserve, all from something you've overlooked until now. But here's the twist: the window of opportunity won't stay open forever. As collectors snap up these coins and prices climb, the market becomes more exclusive. Those who act now will profit most. Those who hesitate, well, let's just say, they'll be watching others live their dreams. So, don't just be curious, be courageous. Take action. Because, just like Roosevelt himself, fortune favors the bold. If you've stayed with me this far, congratulations, you're already steps ahead of most. You now understand that wealth doesn't always come from a paycheck or an investment portfolio. Sometimes, it comes from a small piece of metal that tells a bigger story, a story of legacy, leadership, and limitless possibility. Check your 2016 P. Theodore Roosevelt quarters today. Research their condition, consult professional graders, and connect with reputable collectors. You could be holding a treasure that changes everything. And before you go, remember this: greatness often hides in plain sight. You just have to know where to look. So, go ahead, open that coin jar. Your millionaire moment could be just one quarter away. Imagine this: you're sitting at your kitchen table, sipping your morning coffee, and you reach into your change jar, pulling out what seems like just another quarter. But what if I told you that simple coin could be worth nearly $1 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the incredible story of the 2017 D. Ozark Riverways quarter, a rare gem that has taken the coin world by storm, shocking collectors and everyday Americans alike. Before we continue, let me ask you something: when was the last time you actually looked at your change? Most people don't. And that's where hidden fortune often lives, in plain sight. This particular quarter, minted in Denver in 2017, is not just a piece of change. It's a symbol of opportunity, of rarity, and for some lucky individuals, of life-changing wealth. Now, you might be wondering, How could a modern quarter possibly be worth $989,000? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so extraordinary and how to find one yourself before someone else beats you to it. You see, every coin has a story. But few tell a story of rarity and destiny quite like this one. The 2017 Ozark Riverways Quarter isn't just a coin, it's a golden ticket disguised in silver. The Ozark Riverways Quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, celebrating the raw beauty of Missouri's national rivers. But what sets this quarter apart isn't its design, it's what happened during production. A small number of these coins left the Denver Mint with unseen die errors, minting imperfections so subtle that even trained eyes might miss them. These flaws, rather than diminishing the coin's value, have elevated it into the stratosphere of collector demand. Here's where things get fascinating. One verified specimen sold for an astounding $989,000 at auction this year. That's nearly $1 million, for 25 cents. Imagine holding that kind of potential in your hand and not even realizing it. And that's exactly what's happening across the country right now. Thousands of these coins may still be sitting in drawers, wallets, and old coin jars, just waiting to be rediscovered. Think about it. Somewhere out there, in a pocket or purse, is another one of these extraordinary coins, and the person who finds it could change their life forever. And now, before you rush to dump out your coin collection, let me warn you, not every Ozark Riverways quarter will make you rich. Only those struck with the unique minting anomalies, often showing distinct doubling or rim errors, are considered the crown jewels. But don't let that discourage you. The thrill of discovery, the possibility of finding one, is what keeps collectors motivated, and that excitement is contagious. Funny thing, isn't it? We spend hours scrolling through social media looking for inspiration, but real wealth could be sitting right under our noses, literally jingling in our pockets. So, maybe the next time your friend asks for a quarter for the parking meter, you'll think twice before handing it over. Now, let's get real. The coin market is booming. Rare coins like the 2017 Ozark Riverways Quarter aren't just collector's items, they're investments, tangible pieces of American history whose value is climbing faster than luxury watches or real estate in some areas. High net worth individuals and passionate collectors are in fierce competition to acquire these ultra-rare coins, driving their prices higher with every auction. And here's the real kicker, this isn't slowing down. As awareness spreads and supply tightens, experts predict these coins could soon surpass the $1 million mark. That means the window to act is now. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now imagine selling a coin you found in your old change jar for more than most people make in a decade. That's not fantasy, it's happening. And the people who take the time to learn, to look, and to act are the ones reaping the rewards, because at the end of the day, this isn't just about money. It's about awareness. It's about seeing value where others see none. It's about turning curiosity into opportunity and a simple coin into a story of triumph. So, I'll leave you with this, check your change. Search your old coin rolls. Revisit that jar of forgotten quarters in your garage. The 2017 Ozark Riverways Quarter could be waiting for you. And who knows? The next big millionaire story we hear might just be yours. It's not luck. It's knowledge. It's attention. It's timing. And today, that timing couldn't be more perfect. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hidden treasure stories just like this one. Remember, your wealth could already be in your hands. You just have to look. Have you ever held a coin in your hand, not realizing it could be your ticket to financial freedom? Imagine this, a simple 2016 P. Harper's Ferry $quarter, something you might have spent on a cup of coffee years ago, now commanding a jaw-dropping $999,000 on the collector's market. Sounds unbelievable? Well, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this unassuming coin has the power to change lives, including yours. Welcome to a world where tiny details turn ordinary change into extraordinary wealth. And before you even think, it's just another coin, let me stop you there, because the Harper's Ferry Quarter isn't just a coin. It's a story, a symbol of history, craftsmanship, and hidden fortune. So grab your seat, because in the next few minutes, you're about to discover why coin collectors and wealthy investors are hunting down this piece like treasure hunters chasing gold. And who knows? By the end, you might just check your pocket and find a fortune staring back at you. Let's travel back to 2016, the year the U.S. Mint released the Harper's Ferry National Historical Park Quarter as part of the America the Beautiful series. At first glance, it looked like any other quarter, George Washington on the front, a historic sight on the back. But this particular P-Mint mark coin from Philadelphia turned out to be different, very different. Collectors began to notice strange variations, double strikes, die cracks, and rare minting errors so subtle they almost looked intentional. One coin even showed what appeared to be a faint double die on John Brown's fort, a detail so rare it sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. Prices soared. What was once a 25-cent piece suddenly became a 5-figure, then 6-figure, and eventually, near 7-figure collectible. And now, here's the fascinating part: rarity in coins isn't just about age. It's about mistakes, mint marks, and demand. The 2016 P. Harper's Ferry quarter struck with these rare imperfections became a symbol of opportunity, an example of how knowledge, patience, and passion can transform something ordinary into a priceless artifact. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to discover that the spare change sitting in their kitchen drawer could be worth a new house? Humorous. Sure. But it's happening every day, ordinary Americans cashing in on extraordinary finds. And as the market grows more competitive, the window to discover and sell these treasures is closing fast. Now, before you rush to your coin jar, here's what makes this coin story even more exciting: demand is skyrocketing. Wealthy collectors, private investors, and even museums are racing to acquire the finest examples of this coin. The 2016 P. Harper's Ferry quarter isn't just being sold, it's being fought over. Each auction sets a new record, each discovery fuels a new legend. So why does this matter to you? Because this coin represents more than just value, it represents possibility. It's proof that hidden fortune exists all around us, often in the most unexpected places. And for those with the eyes to see and the courage to act, the reward can be life-changing. You see, wealth doesn't always start with big investments or inheritance. Sometimes, it starts with curiosity, the decision to look a little closer, to learn what others overlook, to take a moment and say, wait, what if this coin is special? And here's the truth: thousands of 2016 Harper's Ferry quarters are still out there, quietly circulating in pockets, drawers, and coin jars across America. Each one has the potential to be that million-dollar masterpiece, the one that turns your everyday life into an extraordinary story. So, ask yourself this: when opportunity knocks, will you answer? Or will you spend your fortune before you ever realize it was there? Before you go, take this moment to check your change. Yes, that random pile on your counter might just be your golden ticket. The Harper's Ferry quarter has proven that miracles can hide in plain sight. And remember, history always rewards those who pay attention. But here's the twist: there's another coin from this same series, even rarer, and its current value just crossed $1 million. Want to know which one it is? Stay tuned for my next video, because you won't believe what I'm about to reveal. Have you ever picked up a simple quarter and wondered if it could change your life forever? Imagine holding just 25 cents, but realizing it's worth nearly $1 million. Sounds impossible? Well, that's exactly what's happening with the 2015 P. Kisachi quarter dollar, a coin that's making collectors and everyday Americans gasp in disbelief. Now, before you rush to check your change jar, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is worth a staggering $963,000, how to recognize it, and how you could turn an ordinary pocket find into a life-changing fortune. Here's the truth: millions of people in the US are unknowingly holding onto coins that could fund their retirement, pay off their home, or even launch a new chapter of financial freedom. But only those who understand the hidden language of rarity and error can seize the opportunity. And today, you're about to join that select few. But first, quick question: how often do you actually look at the design on your quarters? Be honest, probably never, right? You'll want to start doing that after hearing what's hiding on the Kisachi National Forest quarter, because that tiny bird in flight could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Released in 2015 by the Philadelphia Mint, the Kisachi quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, celebrating the majestic national forests of the United States. It depicts a wild turkey soaring freely above the longleaf pine, a powerful symbol of independence and renewal. But little did the US Mint know, this coin would become one of the most sought-after treasures in the entire series. Now here's where things get truly exciting. A handful of these 2015 P. Kisachi quarters were struck with rare minting errors, microscopic flaws invisible to the casual eye, but worth a small fortune to collectors. Some show double die obverse errors, where inscriptions appear doubled under magnification. Others feature off-center strikes or clipped planchets, making each error coin one of a kind. Think about that for a second: a single imperfection, invisible to most people, can skyrocket the value from 25 cents to nearly $1 million. Isn't that wild? It's like life itself, sometimes it's the imperfections that make something truly priceless, and the demand is only growing. Coin collectors and investors are now treating these 2015 Kisachi quarters like modern-day gold. Online auctions have seen bidding wars that start in the thousands and end in disbelief. The record sale? A jaw-dropping $963,000 for a pristine, era-rich specimen graded by professional coin authorities, but here's the kicker, these coins are still out there. In change. In drawers. In forgotten collections passed down by grandparents who had no idea what they were holding. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time you checked that old coin jar? What if your next quarter isn't just 25 cents, but your key to financial freedom? Now, imagine this, it's a few weeks from now. You're sitting at your kitchen table, your coin spread out under the soft light. You pick up a 2015 Kisachi quarter and something catches your eye. A slight misprint. A subtle doubling. You hold your breath. You check the mint mark. And then it hits you, you found it. The one coin that could rewrite your financial destiny. It's not just luck, it's awareness. The awareness you have right now that most people ignore. While others scroll past opportunities, you're learning how to spot hidden value. That's what separates dreamers from doers, and collectors from millionaires. So don't wait. This isn't just a story about coins, it's a story about potential, about transformation, about finding wealth where no one else dares to look. Because treasures like the Kisachi quarter don't last forever. The longer you wait, the harder they become to find, and the higher their value climbs, and who knows? Your coin might be the next one to hit the headlines, selling for hundreds of thousands, maybe even that $963,000 mark, changing your life in an instant. So tonight, when you empty your pockets or check that old coin album, look a little closer. That wild turkey flying across the Kisachi forest might just be flying straight into your bank account, because the next millionaire coin collector could be you. Before you go, here's something most people don't know, there's another coin from the same series that's already breaking records and could surpass even the Kisachi quarter in value. Which one is it? I'll reveal it in my next video, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button, tap like, and turn on notifications, because your journey to discovering rare coin wealth is just beginning. Remember, wealth doesn't always come from Wall Street, sometimes it jingles quietly in your pocket. Have you ever held something in your hand so ordinary, yet so powerful, that it could change your entire life? Imagine flipping a simple 2001 Rhode Island quarter, and realizing it's worth nearly $1 million. Yes, a coin you might have spent on a cup of coffee could actually be your ticket to wealth and freedom. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover America's hidden treasures, the coins resting quietly in drawers, jars, and wallets that could be worth millions. Today, we're talking about one of the most exciting discoveries in modern coin collecting, the 2001 Rhode Island quarter dollar, a coin that's taken the numismatic world by storm, now valued at an astonishing $983,000. But before you rush to your coin collection, let me ask you this. What if I told you that the difference between a regular 25-cent coin and $1 million treasure comes down to one tiny detail most people never even notice? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to recognize this life-changing coin and why collectors across the US are scrambling to find it right now. The Rhode Island quarter was released in 2001 as part of the famous 50-state quarters program, a celebration of American heritage, artistry, and history. Millions were minted, but only a handful came out of the Philadelphia Mint with rare features so unique, so mesmerizing, that they turned this small piece of metal into a symbol of rarity and wealth. Picture this, a sleek sailboat gliding across Narragansett Bay, the Pell Bridge stretching majestically in the background, and then, upon closer look, a subtle misalignment, a doubling, or a pristine mirror finish only visible under certain light. These tiny imperfections, known as minting errors, are what transform an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Now, here's where things get thrilling. The coin market has exploded in the past few years. Demand for rare quarters like this has skyrocketed as collectors, investors, and even luxury buyers hunt for tangible assets that appreciate over time. Some call it a coin gold rush, others call it smart investing. Whatever you call it, one thing is certain, the 2001 Rhode Island quarter has become one of the most sought-after coins in the United States, and just think, there could be one sitting in your house right now. What's that sound? Oh, that's just your heart racing a little faster. Don't worry, that's normal when you realize you might be holding $983,000 in the palm of your hand. But wait, what makes this coin so special? Why this one, out of billions of state quarters? That's what most people get wrong, and that's exactly where your opportunity lies. Here's the truth that coin experts won't tell you: rarity alone doesn't make a coin valuable, condition and story do. The 2001 P. Rhode Island quarter's high value stems from its minting perfection, its preservation, and its historical resonance. Only a few coins survived in flawless condition, untouched by circulation, sealed away, and later discovered by sharp-eyed collectors who recognized what others overlooked. And here's where fear creeps in: thousands of people have spent these quarters without ever knowing what they had. Imagine tossing a $983,000 coin into a vending machine. Painful, right? That's why now, more than ever, you need to check your change, your jars, and those dusty coin rolls hidden in old drawers. Because with every passing day, more of these coins are lost, damaged, or melted down, and that means the few that remain are only becoming more valuable. But don't worry, there's still time. The demand is growing, and the market for these rare finds is hotter than ever. Collectors are offering life-changing sums for coins in top condition, especially with a sharp strike and the P mint mark glistening under light. And when your coin checks those boxes, well, you're not just holding a piece of metal, you're holding a legacy, a key to generational wealth. And speaking of legacy, did you know some lucky owners have turned these finds into full-time businesses? One coin changed their life, but the knowledge they gained built their future. The 2001 Rhode Island quarter isn't just a collector's item, it's a symbol of what happens when you see value where others see ordinary. So, the question is, what's sitting in your pocket right now? Could you be the next person to discover a hidden fortune? The next story that turns from pocket change to millionaire status. Go check your coins, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Because every moment you wait, someone else could find the treasure that was meant for you. If you believe that wealth favors the curious, then you're already halfway there. Stay tuned, because in our next video, we're revealing the top 3 rare quarters still circulating in the US today that could make you a millionaire overnight. Remember, opportunity doesn't knock twice. Sometimes, it jingles quietly in your pocket. Imagine this: you're sorting through your spare change, maybe at the kitchen table, under warm evening light. You pick up an ordinary-looking quarter, but something about it catches your eye. That's when you realize, this isn't just any coin. It's the 2015 D Homestead quarter, and it could be worth up to $987,000. Now, pause for a moment. What would you do if a single coin, a piece of metal smaller than your thumb, could transform your financial life forever? Because that's not a fantasy. It's the reality for a select few lucky collectors who've uncovered one of America's most highly sought-after coin treasures. The Homestead quarter was minted in 2015, celebrating Nebraska's Homestead National Monument, a tribute to the pioneer spirit that built this country. But what most people don't know is that within this coin lies a hidden goldmine: rare minting errors and variations that make certain pieces worth nearly $1 million today. So, before you dismiss that pocket change in your car or that jar of coins sitting forgotten in your kitchen cabinet, listen carefully. Because what you're about to learn might just change your life, and if you think that's an exaggeration, wait until you hear what collectors are paying right now for one of these rare beauties. The Homestead quarter from the Denver Mint, marked with the D, has drawn intense attention in the numismatic world. Why? Because it's part of the America the Beautiful series, and certain 2015 D issues feature astonishing mint errors that only appear in the rarest of circumstances. These include snow-on-the-roof die chips, extra water flow lines, and even double die obverse and reverse strikes, each capable of skyrocketing the coin's value. Now, you might be wondering, why are collectors so obsessed with this coin? Simple. Scarcity. The kind of scarcity that ignites bidding wars in auction houses and online marketplaces. Let me ask you, have you ever wondered why some people seem to find rare treasures effortlessly, while others never do? Here's the secret: they look in the right places, and they know what to look for. A flawless 2015 D Homestead quarter with these rare error details, in pristine uncirculated condition, has fetched values approaching $987,000, yes, nearly $1 million, in private sales and collector circles. And what's driving this insane value? Passionate collectors and high-end investors, competing to own a piece of modern American history. When a coin like this surfaces, it doesn't stay hidden for long. I mean, who would have thought that something most of us hand to a cashier for a pack of gum could buy a luxury car or even a small house? That's not just funny, it's inspiring. Because it means wealth might be sitting right in your hands, and here's the truth: time is running out. Every year that passes, these coins get rarer. The finest examples are being locked away in private collections, never to hit the market again. And once they're gone for good. And now, imagine this next scene. You've just discovered your own 2015 D Homestead quarter, maybe tucked away in a coin jar or passed down from a relative. You get it professionally graded, authenticated, and suddenly the offers start rolling in $10,000, $50,000. Then one day, an auctioneer calls your name and your coin sells for close to $1 million. How would that moment feel? Relief? Pride? Freedom? This isn't just about coins. It's about transforming everyday moments into extraordinary opportunities. Because those who recognize value before others do are the ones who build wealth quietly, intelligently, and confidently. And if you think this sounds like a rare miracle, remember, every millionaire coin collector started exactly where you are right now. With curiosity, and one coin that changed everything. Now, before you rush off to check your change, here's the key: look closely at the details. The roof of the homestead house, the windows, the flowing water lines, that's where rare errors hide. If you spot unusual markings, double images, or metal chips, you could be holding a small fortune. And here's where it gets even more fascinating: a new wave of collectors is driving prices up again, making the 2015 D Homestead quarter one of the most desirable coins on the US market today. Experts predict the value could cross the $1 million mark soon, meaning the next coin to hit auction could break all previous records. And it could be yours. So don't wait. That simple quarter in your pocket could be the ticket to a wealthier, freer life, the life you've always envisioned. Because wealth doesn't just belong to the elite, it belongs to those who are awake enough to recognize it when it's right in front of them. So tonight, when you reach for the change jar or dig through an old drawer, remember this: history rewards the curious. Opportunity rewards the bold. And the 2015 D Homestead quarter? It just might reward you with a fortune. Could you be the next person to discover a $987,000 coin? Only one way to find out: start looking before someone else finds yours.